Imagine a world where your favorite childhood characters, Batman, Scooby-Doo, Bugs Bunny, are at the center of a legal firestorm. That's exactly what's happening as Warner Bros. Discovery takes on Midjourney, an AI company that has been making waves with its image and video generation tools. But here's where it gets controversial. This isn't the first time Midjourney has faced legal action over copyright issues. In fact, Disney and Universal filed similar lawsuits against the company earlier this year, accusing it of blatant disregard for intellectual property rights. And now, Warner Bros. Is piling on, claiming that Midjourney's technology allows users to create content featuring their iconic characters without permission. If you're new to the debate around AI and copyright, let's break it down. Midjourney is one of the most widely used platforms for generating images and videos through simple text prompts. While this sounds futuristic and exciting, it raises serious questions about how these systems are trained and whether they infringe on existing copyrights. For example, if someone types, "create an image of Batman fighting Darth Vader," does that violate Warner Bros. Ownership of Batman or Disney's rights to Darth Vader? These aren't just hypothetical scenarios, they're real concerns, driving some of the biggest names in entertainment to take legal action. Warner Bros. Discovery doesn't mince words in its complaint, stating that Midjourney has deliberately ignored copyright protections in pursuit of profit. The company argues that Midjourney knowingly allowed users to generate unauthorized content featuring beloved characters, like those from DC Comics, Cartoon Network, and Hanna-Barbera Productions. To make matters worse, Warner Bros. Points out that Midjourney initially restricted certain features when it launched its video generation model, but later lifted those restrictions. An act they interpret as evidence of deliberate wrongdoing. But wait, there's more. Warner Bros. Also accuses Midjourney of quietly updating its terms of service to ban red teaming, a safety practice commonly employed by tech companies to identify vulnerabilities in their systems. This move adds another layer of complexity to the case, suggesting that Midjourney may be trying to shield itself from scrutiny rather than address legitimate concerns. This isn't uncharted territory for Midjourney. Back in June, Disney and Universal slammed the company with lawsuits, calling its practices textbook copyright infringement and even labeling it a bottomless pit of plagiarism. It's worth noting that Warner Bros. Discovery is represented by the same law firm that handled those cases, signaling a coordinated effort among major studios to push back against AI-generated content that steps on their intellectual property. A spokesperson for Warner Bros. Summed up the situation succinctly. "At our core, we create stories and characters to entertain audiences and bring creative visions to life. Midjourney's actions undermine that mission, and we're taking legal steps to protect our investments and partnerships." Similar statements from Disney and NBC Universal echo this sentiment, emphasizing the growing tension between traditional media giants and emerging AI technologies. So why does all this matter? Because copyright battles like this are shaping the future of creativity and innovation. As AI continues to evolve, so do the ethical and legal challenges surrounding it. Questions linger about whether using copyrighted materials to train AI models constitutes fair use or blatant theft. Recent court rulings offer mixed signals. For instance, companies like Anthropic and Meta have won cases arguing that training their models on books falls under fair use. However, judges have warned that such victories won't always hold up, leaving the industry in a state of uncertainty. And this is the part most people miss. The outcome of these lawsuits could set precedents that affect everyone, from artists and writers to tech developers and everyday consumers. What happens if courts rule in favor of Warner Bros.? Could it stifle innovation in AI development? Or would it empower creators by ensuring their work is respected and compensated? As this legal drama unfolds, one thing is clear. The conversation around AI and copyright is far from over. Do you think Midjourney crossed the line? Or is this just the cost of progress in the digital age? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear what you think.